સચ્ચિદાનંદ મોહનભાઈ મીતાબેનનું ઘર અને હમણાં દાદાજીનો સત્સંગ અહીંયા બેકયાર્ડમાં ચાલુ થશે. બેકયાર્ડ એટલે મોટું ભવ્ય બેકયાર્ડ છે અને થોડો ખ્યાલ આવશે. હવે પાછળ જઈ રહ્યો છું. આપતા પુત્રો અહીંયા છે. આપતા પુત્રોનો સત્સંગ ઓલરેડી ચાલુ થઈ ગયો છે. થોડા આઈડિયા આવે એ માટે એમના ઘરની પાછળનો વ્યૂ છે આ બધો. એ બધા એનાહેમ હિલ્સ એરિયા કહેવાયા. ત્યાં ગાડી આ બધો બહુ લક્ઝરિયસ એરિયા છે. સત્સંગ ચાલે છે.
સંભાવે નિકાલ કરવાનું કેમ કહ્યું કે પોતે રચેલું છે. અજ્ઞાન ભાવે કરીને જે આખું ઊભું થઈ ગયું છે એ હવે પોતે આખો સંભાવે રહીને આખો નિકાલ કરવાનો છે.
Can you explain Vyavasthit Shakti?
Explaining Vyavasthit Shakti requires so much. Vyavasthit Shakti to explain? Well, scientific circumstantial evidences and scientific circumstantial evidential cosmic operative power of all the living entities, particularly human entities that are erect or two legs with an erect head and a powerful brain, mind, etc. You understand? Most developed living form. You understand? Scientific, circumstantial, evidential, cosmic power. You understand? It's an operative power for each one of us. Custom made is by each one of us in such a way as we are so well connected to the cosmicity of that cosmic power. You understand? You also. So that by our cosmic connection to that cosmic power, the cosmicity of the happening out of our mind, speech, body, whole lifelong ongoing experiment, an experimental life, living life. You understand? That goes on getting continually operated by that power. By inspirational power that inspires us through our mind and whole body, everything. Verily, inspiration at the mind level filters down throughout the body, via the speech and all the body, through all the senses and all these, with nervous system and everything, every way, and every bit of our life. You understand? Moment to moment. You understand? That is scientific, circumstantial, evidential, cosmic power, operative power for all of us. For everybody, lifelong, and our connected power, our connectivity there in the cosmicity, super cosmicity of that super cosmic power that is responsible operatively for all living entities, all living forms. Do you understand? More particularly so human beings. You understand? Or no? Hey, huh? Now, how it operates? It operates non-digitally. Non-digital. Understand? Cable connections through mind that runs down into the speech that is at the initial level of the internal speech, gradually flowing down at the downer speech, pitches and expressive powers too. You follow? At the same time, along with the speech, it filters down through other connections, same connections, other cables, through 5 senses, through each sense individually, each sense individualistically operating individually with individual operating cable connection. Nice. In a subtle connection, at the same time, external, communicative way, connected way. And that is how it gets operated out and gets lived out as a human being, in a human form, which is a natural human being living form, which is a natural living human being form. And that is how our mind, speech and body is called to be a natural, to be of natural connection, creation rather, and not God creation. Verily, our mind, speech, body is the creation of which, of mind, speech, body, is given to Mother Nature. That is operative, circumstantially. Do you understand? Scientific in nature. Due to the science of the mind, speech and body, lifelong science of our own lifelong existential ongoing experimental stage. Through evidential coming together of all the circumstances according to each cable and so subtle cables. And we feel that I speak, I see, I listen, etc. That's it. But actually no. It's nothing but a dramatic happening out of living life. How's are you listening? You are getting somewhat? Something? Okay. We'll expand it in Houston further. You will go on asking. Do you understand? Hey. So, we are non-digitally natural, our custom internet connections with our internet, our own custom internet, which cannot display human created internet network. No, impossible. Nobody can hack it into anybody. Hackers of this?
Hacking.
Hacking is not possible then. Do you follow? Or no? In internet, everything is hacking is possible.
Human internet.
Human creations, everything is possible. Not in natural creation. Do you understand? Somewhat? You'll ponder over it? That is given to this. And that's so to everybody. Not Maya, but Maya's daughter. I forgot. Fire. That auntie's niece. Right? We are like non-digitally our own natural through internets, through our own non-digital cable connections and subtle connections and all subtle network, internet network, very, very subtle, sir. Optical is too gross. Very, very gross, Jantivisa. Getting operated as a puppet, human-made puppet is getting operated by the operator, human operator on a stage, entertaining everybody to observe that play. You understand? And that is how the world is. What is Whole world is a stage, and we are mere
Actors.
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 Solid, right? Understand or no? Huh? But we appear in real life to all, in the light to everybody, because everybody believes, everybody own body self as real. I am. That is how it is. Therefore, we are also with them, part and parcel of that. But with our realized vision, we understand ourselves that this Kati, this Alpa is a real relative player, mere player, actor, that's it, on the stage of the life drama, on the life stage of mind, speech and body whole. That is laying out intercommunicatively with everybody, in the home, out, everywhere. Is it all right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Will it do?
You have to ask them, sir.
Yes.
Will it do?
The final state of liberation,
Yes.
state of liberation
Yes.
is also the final state of a egoless state. So until that final state results, whichever birth, that ego, subtle or functional, still remains in some form tied to mind, speech and body.
Then?
The question is, till that happens to the aspirant, the final state of liberation, is the process that of going to that state, is it a process that starts with the Gnanvidhi and by itself, without the effect of dualities, it grows in you till it ultimately blossoms. Meaning that it is a process that has started and will automatically end by itself. Is it a natural journey, or is it possible that you retract from the journey?
It is possible, but it is exceptionally possible. As Akram Vignan is an exceptional path opened out. If that path for anyone who is beneficiary of it also is exceptionally so, is possible for that. That is called Ek Avtari. You understand? From this year, very next birth, it goes out. Very next birth, immediately. One thing is certain, verily from this body, no. Because of the time bar. Time bar. That nobody can cross. Even Dada, nobody in this part of the world. And there are 10 worlds where there is no, this bar is operative. Only in 5 worlds it's open. That's it. And the nearest to us, where Simala Swami Bhagwan is there, that's there. And our nearest ingress and entry, easiest is there. Right from here, just as if we are stepping into the car and going for a drive. Like that. Exceptional. Yes.
Exception.
Yes. So Akram, where you have to stay? Simple. Uninterruptedly. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Amongst all the interruptions, there are subjective dualities aspects. They are on that side. We are interrupted on this side. There's nothing wrong with it. Then The punyanuvati punya, that will be there. Straight away. And your Viman is ready for you to pick you up. Chalo, pizza. મને એકેય શાસ્ત્રની એકેય લાઈન આવડતી નથી ઉત્તમભાઈ.
એટલે ફરી ગયો.
But all scriptural knowledge is before me. એટલે આજે હું રીડ કરી શકું, પણ not by this eyes. તમે બાઇબલ લાવો, કુરાન લાવો, આપણે હિન્દુના લાવો, એ કંઈ નહીં, વેદ શું ખબર જ નથી. But I can understand what Ved literature is. Any Rigved, આ લોકો ઓલ્ડેસ્ટ કહે છે કે 5000 આવું મૂકે છે. But I can understand what does it mean. I can, in my knowledgeability and visibility, I fully know now that Rigved, right starting from Rigved till the last Atharva Ved, all the 4 Vedas were meant for this physical spontaneity, active applicability, nothing more. Do you understand? And the science of those 4 Vedas, that was the relative science, sir. It had nothing to do with the real. Do you understand? That science, that was metaphysical in nature, that opened out in rishis, tapasvis, Upanishads, what they call, and various rishis in their visibility, whatever opened out, just they uttered, and utterances came to be known as Upanishads of various rishis. Same thing happened in Western world. Same thing happened from philosopher to philosopher. It differed. It happened. એટલે કહ્યું ને એમને comprehensively. એટલે you have to come down. ના ચાલે. તમે કે ઉડવા ના જાઓ તમે આમાં. અમે કહીએ છીએ બધાને. હોવું જ જોઈએ. ફૂલી મૂકી નાખવી જ જોઈએ છે, નહીં ચાલે. બચ્ચા જોડે બેઠા થઈને જોડે રમતા થવું જ જવું પડે. Or no? Otherwise no મજા. આપણું તો સિંગ્યુલર સફરિંગ હોય બધું. ચાલો નહીં ઉભા રહો થોડો. Okay.
Yeah, you remember everything, right? Most of the thing.
You too remember. Okay.
Yeah, and even I say one word, you remember how she was throwing stuff and all the stuff. So
you did not describe.
No, she
knows all these things.
She gets so angry, and she.
But I was getting angry like that. I was getting angry. Ask Mohammed.
So what happened is Gita auntie came one day.
શશી આંટી પહેલાં
Shashi auntie.
મળી તો એમણે મને સનાતન સુખને બધી બુક્સ આપી બતાવી તો મેં ત્યાં ફેરવી
Shashi auntie from Colombia.
Here she is here.
શશી આંટી
Shashi.
she tried to show me the book and I just turn out the page and put it right back so she don't feel bad. So then Gita auntie called, we used to be friends. And so she called and she said, oh, we're going there, so and so places in Tennessee, you want to come? So I was so tired and I was fighting with the daddy while I was driving to Colombia, remember? So I supposed to get the beer and wine license for the business and everything, and daddy's supposed to go somewhere else. So in between, from here to Colombia, we were fighting. So I was just tired.
I may tell you one thing. She has helped the daddy also a lot. Even though fighting was there, she has helped in his business a lot.
Yeah.
She was a very good partner, helping partner in the business. Though fighting was good. I think. Is it true?
There was too much fighting.
Fighting partners. Partners can be different. Come on,
There was no end in the whole thing. Sometimes 2 to 3 days goes on and without nights and day and night. I mean, no ending, no talking, lot of stuff. But then with Gita auntie one day came and asked me, request me. He says, can I take Sarla to Dadaji's darshan?
At that point, Papa was ready to.
No, then I say,
No.
What?
Not ready.
What?
He was not ready to send her.
so I wasn't ready because Gita was, to me, she
No, not there.
this Gita.
To permanently go away from me.
No, Dadaji, she came to my house. This Gita, Vinod Bhai's
What is
Gita.
wrong in it?
So Gita came very close to me as a woman, so close, but maybe another less than 6-7 inches. And she stared at me and with 2 hands like that, and she requests me looking in my eyes, just like they're staring. And a woman stares in man's eyes.
મારે જવું તું નથી
Woman stares in man's eyes.
That's good.
But she was looking at Suddhatma,
Very
Bhagwan.
good,
I didn't
very good.
realize that time.
She's so clear conscious.
So
very clear
conscious she
conscious.
was in
This lady.
Krishna before. And I thought this is crazy, and Vinod is also having a little problem, and I heard that. So I thought, my another one going to be crazy too.
ક્રેઝી ને કોણ ક્રેઝી કરી શકે
No, even Vinod told me. Gita is like this.
So I allow her to go, and by the time she gone couple of times, and she was supposed to come back after she saw Dada. But Dada, I had to go. So I had to go back. I had to go back. So Dada said, when Gita was going to stay there in Oakleys, and Dada asked Sarla, so why do you want to go? He said, no, my husband, and she's alone.
yes.
She had always a lot of feelings. So she was nursed. So she was nursed over in India. So she had a good feeling all the time for any human being. So my thing was like, she's basically good, and I loved her. But I said there's something wrong. And so she asked, Dada, I get so angry within a split second. He said, if you take my anger away, she asked Dada literally. She said, Dada, take away my anger. So Dada says, really? You want that anger to go? So Dada says, okay, stay tomorrow. Your husband will be okay, I'll take care of him, something like that, Dada said. So she stayed next day, and she took the Gnani. And when she took the Gnani,
That means self-realization.
right, and when he put the blessing and everything, she cried for maybe hour or so that day. And from there, I have seen changes. So Dada was with me that time too, because then she brought Dada to my house. And when Dada came to my house, so he looked at, because Dada was having dinner with આપણા સંપતિ. તો પછી મને દાદા કે I know you, I met you a lot of time. You forgot me, I guess. Then we go, how can you see him here? Because some of the American accent and some of the Indian, and I had a bad experience for a lot of gurus, couple of gurus. Very bad experience as a child. So I didn't believe anybody. I mean, really, I was religious basically because Mataji. So Dadaji met, and Dadaji said, come on, sit down with me. So I sat down. I said, all due respect to you, sir. I have my Mataji, and I don't need any guru or anything like that. So I was very stubborn, just like American kids. Sometimes you tell them, come on, do that, and they do it like, I was the same way. But slowly, I start seeing a lot of changing in Salah. Slowly. And it took me 3-4 years. And then Salah, Dadaji came back and they had a Gnani. So Vasandai, Salah, Gita, Shashiven, they made me to go there and say, well, Sufi logo bahut saal khawano bana hai. Sufi khawano tumne jam le marse tum chalo na jo. Tum tu ja, anu gaadi le jo, tu ja. Because I see changes in her. Basically, she stopped arguing. Basically, she would not argue prolongedly. She will shut it down by herself. She would not talk anymore. So I figured out maybe it might something going on here. So I said, okay, I'll come and see Dada. Because I saw Dada before too, a couple of times. We invite Dada to a couple of ceremonies we had in India when we opened the school and stuff like that. So then I saw again that day, I asked Dadaji, same question Salah had. I said, Dadaji, I'm lacking something. Dadaji, I don't know what I'm lacking. But one thing sure, that I never know my father.
This was lack of love, that was sickly. This everybody is such.
And Dadaji opened his arm and said, I'm your father. He said, come on. And he took me like that. Since then, I felt I have somebody with me. I said, if Salah stays or not, children stays or not, I said, I have my father back. Because I never seen my father. So Dada is my father, Dada is everything for me.
Where is your experience? Special. This is the experience. This was the total change in the life. Very next day, we saw 50% change and then gradual change. Straight away. Very second, as she came from Oak Ridge, here. Oh.
Now I have seen one thing, that she loves, this is my stepchildren and her stepchildren, and not only she talks about it, she worries about them now. Even though they are step, now before she did take good care of them, she didn't neglect anything. But now, after Dada's Gnani, it's completely, she's worried about each and every one of them. And she has done so good in my life, and in my opinion, she is નિમિત્ત બની છે મારા પણ દાદાને મળાવવામાં. એને નથી મને બાપ મળાવે, હવે મને બાપ પણ મળાવે અને છોકરાઓને પણ એને ભેગા કરવા માંડ્યા કે ભાઈ આ એક સુખ મળ્યું છે તે શુદ્ધાત્મા ભગવાનનું એ એને વહેંચવા મળ્યો, એને પ્રેમ વહેંચવા મળ્યો. And really, she has changed. I mean, not 100%, but I would say 1000%. She has changed and I have changed.
On her side as well as on his side. Both sides. Now there is no difference. She does not see any difference.
No, she doesn't.
No difference. Well, body are different. Body are bound to be different.
I've been telling my children that mom has changed. Mom has changed. I said, don't feel bad. Come in the house, stay in the house. And I think slowly coming together.
Which are why, in these times, in these household relations, what happens amongst us in our day-to-day living is this, that in our utterances and interactions, still our refinement is not coming to the extent that requires that love to get expressed in such a way as not to be verbally effective on others. To some degree, verbally effective. Our words have great effect, powerful. The effects of words are more than effects of bullets or a sword. Yes, that's so. That's right.
Jesus says the power of life and death is in the tongue.
That is exactly in Maharashtra, in the Marathi language, there is a saying that Shabda Shastra Ahe Japun Vapra, meaning very word is the weapon, therefore use it very carefully. It is two-sided. One side can be useful, other side can cut yourself. Word, very word. Our own word that comes out of our tongue. That is how Dada Bhagwan has given the present-day humanity the lessons about this speech and how the transformations in speech can come by positive projections about the speech. Do you understand? That is exactly what I said I will give you to recite for 3 times in a day. But there are not one, but there are 9 of them that will transform whole of life of yours. Total transformation. मैंने કહ્યું છે નોંધો બદલે છે એ પહેલું જરૂર છે. આ બધી મેડિસિનથી બહુ જરૂર છે. આ ડોઝ લે અને ત્યાં આવે ત્યાં સુધી થોડા દિવસ કરે અને હજુ દિવસ તો એ બહુ સારું છે. હા નિશ્ચિત આપી દેવાય. 3 મંત્રો, નમસ્કાર વિધિ અને નવકર્મ. That's Arishudha Pradiprat. Only 4, nothing more. You understand?
નવકર્મ
4 કરું ને? Food I will give you. It will be over in 20 minutes or so. It's very nice. When right in the morning when nobody is with us, we can do that. Right? Night time you can do that, finished. But it is something like before a surgery, your body gets prepared well prepared for that surgery. So that all your major organs and everything that order, so that it passes through the vigors of the surgery. Do you understand? But here in this surgery, it is bloodless surgery. So Shetal सुनना पड़ता Shetal पे Minal को समझी? It is cutless, bloodless, not a drop of blood. No. It is in the world that everybody wants from everybody pound of flesh. Nobody wants to drop blood, but flesh does not come without the blood. So an intelligent girl like her says, okay, you can take my flesh, but you don't take a drop of my blood. That is what she says. Very clever girl. Doctor. And this is purely by grace of the God himself. You see? Yes. God incarnated and having descended here before us, verily for our own benefit, so that he, having emancipated state, being in his inspected state, is already there. So, but comes here for what? For his own gain, that whatever was due from him to all, to pay it out. So that everybody gets onto such emancipated state on their own. You follow them? Everybody has got that potency. Everybody, I tell you. Very small seed. Potency is there. Potency समझे ना? हाँ. Potency open out करनी चाहिए. That's it. अपने बच्चों क्यों अच्छे से बच्चों हम थकते हैं, है ना? जो मुझे आता These lines are such beautiful. Navij dharati.
Navij varsha. Navij dharati. Navij varsha. Navij dharati. Navij varsha. Navij dharati. Navij varsha.
अंदर जो समझ रहा हूँ आंखों बंद कर
नवतर चढ़ कर नवीज दुनिया नवतर चढ़ कर नवीज दुनिया नवला घड़ कर गान नवला घड़ कर गान नवनीत पद सतकाम नवनीत पद सतकाम
नवीन नवतर. We have got new birth. Naveen Chautar. It's getting grown. And it's getting nursed. Wonderful nurse. With divinity. Ganatar. With all relativity. In all relativity. How to live as to get non-affected from any of the effective relativities which are dual in nature. With tongues that can cut, at the same time can soothe. Soothe, and by the next time cut. Tongue is like that. But it has no bone. It can break the bones of others. All sorts. These ladies, we said they have no powers, but they are very powerful instruments. Don't take them light. Don't take them light. Mataji. Very powerful Matajis. What Jala says?
I think the sooner men realize that, the better for them.
Now they are beginning to realize. They are. So Navinandata. So the blood that is getting inside is of such a nature, of such high quality, and such high molecular structure that it is ineffective in every way. It is neither burnt, you can neither get burnt by the fire, nor get cut by the sword, nor get dried by the air, nor get wetted by the water. Anyway, Navij, that is what is you. I am Sudha. It is inside, it is happening. All of us. It is there. Your I amness, that sort of I amness is happening. That prashastness is happening that way. To get result out in that absoluteness. Uttam. To get result out. Absolute. It has to, because there is ultimate goal. It has to. There is no go back from that. Because beginning is there, the process is there, already on. And it will result. The birth has taken place, process is on, end has to come. Or no? Same thing. Understand? Chal.
नवतर चढ़ कर नवीज दुनिया नवतर चढ़ कर नवीज दुनिया नवला घड़ कर गान नवला घड़ कर गान नवनीत पद सतकाम नवनीत पद सतकाम कल्याण करुणानिधि जगत कल्याणी करुणानिधि हे शाश्वत सुखधाम हे शाश्वत सुखधाम
दोष हरे
જેની સોબત દિલના દોષ હરે
જેની કૃપા તરણનો મેરુ કરે
જેની કૃપા તરણનો મેરુ કરે
હું જંગુ છું તે ક્યાં મળશે
હું જંગુ છું તે ક્યાં મળશે
ગૌતમ સ્વામી મેરુ પર્વત પર જાય છે. Light body riding on a powerful mouse. Light body? Of small size? Yeah, you.
સૂર્યના કિરણો પકડીને ચડી જાય.
Then, from this foot, Meru Parvat, Ashtapad, and where sadhu sannyasis, tapasvins, putting up camps, going up and up and up to go and reach at the top, which is considered to be highest for liberation total. Anybody who reaches top is assured of the total liberation. But who can ever reach the top? Meru, Tarun, Krupa can make Tarun reach the top. Krupa can make that Tarun reach the top by the ray light of sun that is already opened out within through the Mahavir vision, that is Vardhaman's Vir vision, that was opened out there in Gautama. Gautama, ego me sasvappa, nandarshan sajuo, shisha me bahira bhava. And he had no vikalpa of any sort left that, oh, how come I shall be on the top? No, at that time. At that time, what came to the help? Rescue, instant krupa. Krupa is instantaneous, all the time, ever.
Through live body?
Ever.
Is it through
always?
Through live
It
body.
has to have a live body as a medium for a flow for humanity.
Krupa.
To benefit the infinite, the divine beneficiary aspects of that Krupa. Yes, sir. Krupa in this relative world, that is the divine experience. Experience of a total freedom. In the cage, very in the jail. So, scriptures, they describe this happening as an event to explain the relative humanity, to explain the divinity and the absoluteness of Lord Mahavir's Krupa. But in these words, that he had such siddhi, that sunlight was there, so he could make reuse of that sun ray light and travel along that sun ray light. Sun ray light creates no region there. He never needed the weight of the body for him to drag it back, no. Body was minuscule in that. Because the light with the speed had no time effect.
No time effect.
That is the beauty of light and time relation along with the speed. You understand now? C is equal to MC square. C is equal to MC square. Understand?
timeless space.
No. Verily we ourselves, free of time, in this timed world, wherein, in that timed world, we can reach the pinnacle where the time is stable, that it is in originality. It is not in world reality as a relative time where everybody caught in that whirlwind has to come in the whirlwind of past and future. Living out presently in the present lives, always getting lost. Dwelling in the past and projecting for the future. Losing out on the future, his very being. What is tragedy or comedy? Unless we are in causality, how can we result in the effectiveness of our own selves as real? Hey.
પણ દાદા ધીરે ધીરે પીગળી જાય પછી જ આવે.
I am talking differently. I am not talking piggly side. What I am talking, you understand? Unless we are in causality.
We are the cause. Yes.
Causality of what? The real. That you verily are. How can you result in your effectivity that you will get effected out as your causality, as reality in its absoluteness of its divine light? Tell me now. And it has to be through verily you only as the media. So media will be there all the time together, and that is a causal media. And causal media itself would be such also. It will reach to its finality of effectivity, mind-wise, speech-wise, body-wise, every way. Hey, powers. Why you...
We want to go out from here now, you know.
You come out totally. You be as you are. Say, repeat what I say. I am. Therefore, everything else, off, pervades, or my name-bearer self, mind-wise, speech-wise, and gross body-wise, as is, as well as me, as I am. Because I am as I am, not as I was. I can never be as I am in I was.
I can never be as I am in I was.
Because then also I was in I am.
Then also I was in I am.
And I cannot be I will be.
I cannot be I will be.
So whatever relativity will be, I will be. In that also I will be as I am.
And whatever relativity. Now you understand. I will be. I know.
Effectively.
I know it's
effectively.
In the next one. That's it. Yes.
It's science, total science.
Yes.
Science is no gup-sup. My body relative vyavhar, that does not get obstructed if I am not obstructive in that vyavhar. Do you understand? My body's relative vyavhar. Do you listen, all of you?
Yes,
Can never ever be get obstructed anyway, mind-wise, speech-wise, or gross body-wise. In body's basic relation along with all its related relations. Unless I come as obstruction, right? As an obstructionist. No. Now I cannot be.
After Gnani.
Yes. I cannot be an obstructionist in my own path.
Oh, professional.
Oh, profession? In finance.
Finance?
Is
Very good, very good.
Finance.
Let him enjoy. Let him enjoy. You are where? You are in here?
Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte. Okay, okay. It's nice, nice, nice. So you are going camping here for camping?
Yeah.
Very good. Go. Our is a group, big group that has come. So many have come from India.
Oh, wow.
And most of them are from US. So all of us together, and we celebrated an auspicious occasion of our spiritual master, that is in the whole of the India celebrated on the full moon day that went 2 days back. That is the day celebrated in whole of the India for spiritual masters. For those who believe in their Gurus. Yes, Sadgurus, exactly. Sadgurus means self-realized ones.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
We are SRF, Yogananda.
Is it? But
Yeah, Paramahansa Yogananda.
Yeah. Okay, happy to meet you both of you. Well, blessings to you, blessings to you. Blessings to you, both of you, huh? Progress in life.
Thank you.
And make you be happy first. Charity begins at home.
Absolutely.
Make these children and parents, everybody happy, all relations, so that the world around you will feel happier for you to be around with them. Right?
Absolutely.
My blessings.
Thank you.
You're from Japan?
Yes.
How come she is not Japanese?
We met in Hawaii.
Very good, very good, very good. I like that meeting. Yes, come. Go. It's a good hana flower. Huh? Japan is a beautiful country.
Yes. Beautiful people.
The samurais.
Yes.
Right? Powerful samurais. Sun power, it will have beautiful effect and help as a help for human, for all energy needs, let me tell you. This is a statement that has come from us. If you can got it recorded, you analyze it.
Because
Is it recorded? You analyze. Well, this is not it was a record, simple, no, you know. Record cannot play it out itself. But it's subject to circumstances.
a lot of work is going on in fusion.
No, our vision is there. Our vision, in vision we can see all these things.
Come to reality.
We want to talk to scientists, whoever, nuclear, even natural, even sun scientists, even wind scientists, even water scientists, even thermal scientists. We can talk, sir. You come with me, but you in little time.
You tell me. I'm sure you have to get me out of this.
Pure science.
Pure science.
It's a science as from the mother nature, from various sources that should come to the help of the humanity, because now the times have come for such a help, but it will be to the extent that the humanity resonance with that nature. Whatever humanity that does not resonate with that nature has got to be exterminated out.
Exterminated.
And the forces that will exterminate them will be not by Mother Nature, but through the medium of the Mother Nature, through various ways of the display of the Mother Nature grand, through various elemental aspects, through water, air, Mother Earth, coal, thermal, and whatnot, and atom too. atom will be subjected through human being heads, and all the rest through natural occurrences. And that will result from in the human beings through that it will be going through them to their core, and from that core it will work inside them, and they will get better. You pass away from here, and the place you like, you go and now enjoy those fruits, whatever fruits you like, and whatever you have gathered and accumulated now. Come on, you creature-like fruits, go there in creature world. You hellish-like fruits, go there in hellish-like fruits. But there will be very few who have gathered to come back to humanity to live as humans for the sake of humanity with human qualities. That's it. They'll come here. And there are very few that can go, that can be lighter enough to cross that lighter worlds or other worlds where balanced humanity is there. Mahavide.
Balanced humanity is Mahavide.
Who are you? Yes, sir. You are the whole and soul responsible for yourself. Verily you are. And causality and effectivity, both ways. On the science of the relative side, on the science of the real side. Either side, verily you are on the real side. For the relative, all the relative, to be as purely as relative, but relatively as effectively in effectiving outweighs in various enjoined causalities to get effected out on its own, not relying on any other source. There, real is not required. Real was required in causality.
Real started with causality.
Very presence.
Very presence of reality.
Very presence, just only. Presence has to be there because of the infinite powers. The presence of the infinite powers that are inactive materially get charges onto the material, not as real, but that material gets charged onto it by itself, where in the very presence of the real that is infinite powerful, without any diminution in the power of the real or addition, anything, the same power. That's it. Original source. An original powerhouse source from where the whole world energy gets sourced out. You understand? That original powerhouse has to be surged through the frail human body. You understand? There is got a great master, Harivar.
I understand very clearly.
Yeah, you frail human body. That body moves anywhere. But that body realized or understood or even thought about or heartily felt about, finished. The body will reach out. That is the body's duty-bound state. Not the reals. No. Real is real all the time. Body is duty-bound. That by moving cannot go anywhere. Limitations that body is given to. But by reality, with that real sun ray, motion, time free,
There you
elemental speed, move out and go reach to Parvez. Parvez wants some company. Let's give the company. That's how. And Parvez experience. How come Dada is here? He's in India.
Dadaji, balanced humanity ಎಲ್ಲ say. Balanced humanity in Mahavidakshetra.
Balanced humanity in Mahavidakshetra, there also, from all beings there are so balanced that mind, speech, body wise, they are unified. That's it. That may be a expert thug, thief, and an expert donor. Both will be with total unity. Do you understand? Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
દાદા કે બધા ચરમ પર પહોંચેલા છે એકદમ પ્રોપર.
No, એટલે કે with unity of body, mind, speech, body.
He knows his profession. He knows his profession. He knows his business.
That's it. If he says, mind you, howsoever you may protect or keep or anything, but on this particular day, you won't see your good, wonderful looking daughter with you. I'm going to pick it up. That will be picked up.
ऐसे चोर रहते हैं
बहुत सब कुछ होता है. अरे जो बोलेगा करेगा ही. वहाँ जो अलग अलग नहीं है.
को महाविद्या कैसे पहुंचेगा?
पुण्य पुण्य ऐसा पुण्य वाला का चोर का पुण्य वाला यहाँ नहीं जम सकता. ये अमेरिका में ग्वाटेमाला में भेज देंगे.
ગ્વાટેમાલા પછી એને પાછું આવવું પડે કે પછી આગળ જવાય ત્યાંથી એ ચોરને?
पर वो तो પડશે જ ને. પછી એને માહિર ભગવાન કેવા વચનો પડશે ને કાનમાં. તારે ચોરી કરતા જશે કારણ આ ધંધા કરતા હારું આ ખોટું નથી, આ સારો ધંધો છે. હે તો અહીંયા માહિર ભગવાન નાખત મઠંગ ચોર આખો સુધરી ગયો, આખો નાખો કેવો જ્ઞાન થઈ ગયું એને. ટોપ એક્સપર્ટ ચોર in राजगृही. Yes, sir. नाम क्या था? रोहिणेया. And nobody could catch him. Such a wonderful. Whatever he will decide, even the previous knowledge is there about that. In carrying out his action, nobody would be able to catch him. And when he desires to go in a particular haveli of a rich person, he goes there and goes to enter. How to enter? Then to enter, he will create his place. And he says, now I want to open out a peacock-like opening, and I will enter through that. So that from outside everybody say, oh, some peacock is there. Like that.
Disguised.
Such people. No. That opening in the wall. Yes, he has to enter, no? Such an artist.
Dada, loudly. One question that yesterday Uttam Bhai also was there.
Yes.
Dada's in what you said in Spartanburg, and Silva, that the total mass of the world remains the same. Whatever is total mass, G, everything, that is constant. But when it comes to energy, everybody says infinite energy. Why is it not finite? Question one. Second, when any transformation happens from mass to energy, which is the second law of thermodynamics, they say a complete conversion of mass to energy is not possible. And this has been proven in all automobile, everything you see in this world.
I'll tell you.
Where does that energy go?
Yes, now after we stop here, I'll give you clarification about so much.
Writing it down.
Okay? You said mass and mass energy. When I say mass, I mean matter.
Matter.
And world, what you see world as a world is nothing but a composition of matter as material composite world. Nothing more beyond that. But the world that we understand, world as world, actually in the present sense of the energy, understand? And energy use, understand? That is related to matter. We forget at the same time that matter and energy related to matter for the use of whom? By whom? Tell me.
By matter.
Which type of matter?
All forms of life to sustain life.
What life? Life is a matter? That is the point. I said by whom? Who? Matter for matter? Which matter? Matter has to be two types, a live and non-live. That the scientists do not have that. They must be brought out this basic concept. Basic concept. Though present-day scientists have come to know and realize this, that no, matter is not purely simple matter. Physics that relates to matter as pure and simple matter, and the whole particle and nuclear physics that is related to that is not solely on matter. For example, arithmetic that is given for actuarians, arithmetic, that results into empirical total arithmetical formulas, right? And that is having a relation to the present day science, or no? The science that is given to reasoning, the science that is given to observation by matter. Which matter again? By whom? That they forget. Who is the observer? See, scientists while talking themselves, they talk as if they are not there. This is I call Jadta. Jadta you don't realize. Scientists of the highest caliber, how jad they are. Jad, you understand?
See.
Very much. We cannot use such words. But with due respect to them, we must bring out this subtle difference to them so that they go on getting diverted towards finding out the ways that relates on the material field, which has energy, not infinite, mind you. For pure matter is a non-live matter, not infinite energy. Matter in non-live is full of energy, infinite energy, true. But which type of infinite energy? The infinite energy source and resource is that there are possibilities in that matter for that energy to get unfolded and to unfold it out. You see? As to be come into use for an utilization of that energy for the filling aspects of the live matters. For filling aspects of the live matter, mind you. You understand now? Live matter, that is live lives. Live lives, meaning human lives verily. And verily human lives means the world that is with humans and human beings that are with human lives. all over the world who are searching in this science for these energy resources in such a way that it should be a friendly research for that energy to come in a friendly way use of the human beings. But unless human beings themselves understand the value of a true friendship and friendship relations, they cannot relate to such use of energy, non-live material energy sources for them to get converted into a friendly use. Mind you, eco-friendly. You understand? And for that, where the science should lead now to? Science should lead now to the inner research of our own self, that we searching out in Mother Nature to search out for energy resources and sources and resources for our eco-friendly use. How can we go out without our core being totally, we are absent there, absent-minded? No, not that way. First let us get well acquainted with us first. Right or not?
Right.
This is the center. It's very fine, subtle, sir. Though you may find it difficult, but it is not so. It can be put down into layman terms, Jala. You listen? It can be put down. It can be put down in infinite energy source of pure non-live matter, vis-a-vis infinite spiritual energy of the power, spiritual power that a live human material body has within human beings that are there. The same source, inexhaustible, perpetual, every time. On account of these, on the very presence, on account of the very presence of each, this non-live material body researches out in the matter as non-live matter for energy sources. To search for them to serve as sources that should be eco-friendly to us. Right? Very, very fine. Okay? Make this as a subject.
Yeah, this is.
You discuss with your scientists in a group. I'm going to do this in California with a core group. Okay?
The complete knowledge of the universe, everything. And we were talking about karma being, or everything being exhausted, the physical body.
Yes.
So is that in relation to what we call thermodynamics in physics and chemistry, where everything comes to a normal state of being?
Thermodynamics, you mean to say? Thermodynamics?
Yes.
Thermodynamics, I would say, that relates to the relative world that is subject to the thermal heat and cold aspects. And dynamics means movements, energy-wise, that is given to world. But it is a very slow, very, very slow movement, you know that? It happens in nature. That is what you talk about?
Yeah, so the physical body has to also go.
No, that is what you talk about?
Yes.
So physical body also is part and parcel of that whole process. But that whole process is such that it is cosmically operating and happening And this physical body is individualistically as a minuscule part and parcel of that whole. Do you understand? So, as a part and parcel of that whole, thermodynamically, that is happening like that also. Yes, sir. And that is cosmically. Cosmically, that is how we say, what's your name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Jimmy is operated by scientific, circumstantial, evidential cosmic power. You understand? The cosmicity of power the power cosmicity. You understand?
Yes.
It is thermodic. Yes, that is right. Body also is like that. Then body is a minuscule, though it appears a minuscule thing, but it's a factory. It has got great useness inside, bigness inside. If you outside see a gas refinery, for example in New York City, that refines crude oil into various fine oils, various oils. You understand? Yes. And even further also, from oil also, diesels also get further into cut oils and so many things. So many. Do you understand? Like that. Same process goes on in the body. But why do you bother about that? That whole process goes by mind, speech and body activities only. So what we call that as is total as a body, as a outside body, as a grass body. Do you understand? Yes. That is given to phasing out, emptying out as by way of five senses. Through five senses. Right? Yes. And those five senses are exteriorly phasing out twice. Though actively they are active with that, but feelingly they are from inside, eyesight, listening side, tasting side, etc. There are feeling aspects. And active aspects are by hands, legs, etc. Whatever gross body is active about. Do you understand? Only five minutes. That is how it is. You understand? So five like that, and behind that a field aspect is there. Those five are there. Field aspects are called unknowledgeable aspects. So that is how actively my body active, whatever action and activity we do, we say I did this, but we feel that field factor is there. You understand? That field factor also is given to body only. But actually that field factor given to body is a pseudo light, borrowed light out of ignorance that was borrowed in the past and that got stored as a causal, borrowed molecular causation, molecular structure that can result into body formation, grossly. You understand? So that is how by ourselves, verily, we got ourselves accumulated causally and got stored in the cosmic power wherein everything gets stored, just like a super station, central station. You understand? It's like that. So our own ignorance state that because of that we come to get born out after consuming with connectivity factors, not without. It is not a gossip. Parents are gossip. Understand? So all relations are connectivity. So are the individual, you are connectivity. That is the cosmic power. Cosmic power, your connectivity, whole lifelong connectivity there very subtle, non-digital, beautiful, centrally connected, central station operating in this geopositional structure. So this satellite is functioning here as Jimmy through this satellite. And their positioning of mind-wise, speech-wise, body-wise, all cables are there. And all these cables connected, you are made to act. And you believe that I act. Which way is true? What is true?
Is that the vehicle? Is your mind, speech, body the vehicle of exhaustion?
I don't know what is true. What is name? You. Huh? Dharma. Huh? Spelling.
D-E-L-N-A-A-Z.
The last. The last. What do you say? What is true?
He asked, is file number 1 used for exhaustion? The answer is yes.
Yes. And then what do you say?
That's true. Because you're Sudatma, but all this physical body needs to...
Oh, yeah, everybody. Come. What do you say?
His question was, is your mind, speech, and body the vehicle for exhaustion? And I think the answer is yes, because file number 1 has to nikah, but inside, by real viewpoint, you're Sudatma, or you're Puro soul. So his question was, am I getting rid of all these things physically? And the answer is yes. Because
I know. There's all this. So two are totally different. You, I am. You, I am. Out of ignorance state, you are not knowing I am. So you believe that I am Jimmy. So that belief, Jimmy, I am, was a perishable state. They're subject to birth and death cycle. And then you got dissociated from that by grace. The sticky parts that were there between you, that was keeping you enjoying, that sticky part is removed. That activity and action only part, your ownership is removed along with your possessive powers. So your I with my, that was aligned with the Jimmy, is totally removed, and pure Jimmy is left like that. And your eye is placed where the eye is in original state, right? And that is by grace only. Grace of whom? Of one who is such a state, through the divinity of that state. You understand? And through the medium of that state of such a body. And body, what body? That is a speaking body, which has a speech medium, which is divine speech. So that is there. In non-speaking speech. You understand? Unless you speak this speech, you cannot be always speaker of the speech. Otherwise it is a non-speaking speech. If you do not own it. Sometimes it happens that, मुझसे बोला गया, then you don't own it. And when you stop liking it, what I there is a difference. So either way it is like that. But all the time you have to be totally free. Do you understand?
Yes.
Huh? Yes. That is how it is. So mind-wise, unless you get dissociated from yourself, from your own mind, you cannot get yourself dissociated from your speech as your speech, as well as body as your body. So basically, having got yourself dissociated from your mind, along with that you get dissociated from the speech and body too, right? And you are made to get divorced from verily what you were married to verily yourself. You understand? Unknowingly we marry ourselves. And then we seek company. You seek company. Hey, you look beautiful, completely.
Dada, why do people use their buddhi to rationalize all these
Papa means very
manifestations?
Papa. Why people use buddhi?
Their buddhi to rationalize their manifestations.
Look at you. This now, having got yourself dissociated, with a dissociated state, you as pure soul and Jimmy as your number 1 file. And why I say number 1? Because you will have to have a companion with you that will acquire number 2. Right or not? Same thing for 2. Right? We will see at that time, not now. But for the time being we should understand. So that we should not be puzzled at that time. Right or not? It's better to understand seriously. So it will be a better company. It will be better understanding. Now, so that Jimmy itself is a file. Jimmy's mind becomes a file, speech becomes file, body, everything is file. So whatever whole stock of body, whole stock is what do you think, how much stock it is?
Too much stuff.
Oh, that stock is yours. That's all fine material. So whatever is continuously every breath of your life, it gets exhausted out by modes of through mind, speech and body. Inside speech and external communicative speech both. There is all file life, files. Files means not ourselves. When the moment the file word comes to us, file, that means other than us. They dissociated automatically. It's a wonderful dissociating state of a precept, Agnya, Agnya given to you. You understand? So, it is a good divine discipline. Yes? So it's spiritual. So long as body is there, it is necessary. It is necessary. Discipline is not by any action. Discipline is by understanding. You understand? Because now I am pure soul. So 5 agnas are acquiring all the understanding, all meaning, all scriptural, our knowledge is these 5 sentences, everything. They are very simple, but they are difficult. By relative viewpoint and then arts, real viewpoint, and also these 2 first sentences, is it difficult?
No, but in practice it's like... no, but in I said no, they're not difficult, but by practice it's a little hard to learn.
No, but in practice.
What do you say?
But in practice.
What you have to say? You have to say but. But we have not given that but in between. Did I give you that?
No, but if it was easy.
No, but. So what I gave you, you keep that much. But you can be you only.
I have a question. I have a question.
Understand, no? So long as get this at you. Right? It should be inside you only.
Any question to them?
Any? What?
When someone says Usudatmachu, is their intellect saying it or is their heart saying it?
No, it is your state that I am Suddhatmachu. And Vinaj, that means that wrong belief state of Vinaj is fractured and removed, and simultaneously your right belief was set up on the first day, and very first day having got set up, your I am pure soul, that also you got implanted and well set as a signaling within you that I am pure soul, and these are my qualities, like this, and Gnani like this, with the qualities of mind, fish, body, dinas, like this. They are these, they are temporary, they are perishable, this, I am impermanent, perpetual, imperishable, etc. So many things, both. And in between the two, pure demarcation line was set by me. And then the next day I say, first, when you go to bed, I am pure soul, I am pure soul, I am pure soul, I am pure soul. The whole chanting, and by chanting itself, when you go to sleep, same thing you may do, and your chanting will continue. The whole night, your nursing automatically will happen. And then the next day, that seedling is sprouted up on the soul, and you come on your own. As your original soul power within you yourself, that functions within you. Do you understand? This is what it is that within you. It is called a original power called prajna. Prajna. Prajna means a knowing power of speciality in every way, to know and see the dinas. Every way, every molecule of dinas by mind, every molecule throughout the life, adjusting out, by speech, inside or outside, every way, all three molecular things. And by body, all the body activities, every way, all the types also. Not in any of them, but you are distinctly separate from them. You see, the prajna shakti will make you separate like that. You understand? And you, in between, internally, you will stay separate like that. Because immediately, I am pure soul, means you don't require that state. You acquire the beginning of that opening, liberation. So, you have tested your liberated state, and you started your inward journey towards the final goal of total liberation. When, after that, there is no birth at all. So in between, because of the interim state, there may be 1, 2 births, 3 births. You understand? Because these are adverse times. What times? Adverse times. Adverse, you don't know?
No,
Kali Yuga, you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga, directly by this very body you cannot go. This body can get itself cleansed out so much so and get to its normality and normal functioning way of thermodynamic exhausting out in a natural way. Almost 70-80% of it by way of living, by conviction as per these 5 sentences. That's it. And Dr. Kanudadaji give me power to do that. You understand? The 5 was for power. That's finished. The prayer is there. The prayer asks results in your any of them doership not raising head inside you. Do you understand? And your resolve aspect to pass through whole life as per 5 principles is your resolve aspect that is given onto the pure soul side. Do you understand? Relative living out life for the sake of pure soul. And pure soul second, final, 5th one. You understand? That's very important. You understand? And praying is to keep that relative state that was in the past. Even by mistake, even in the sleep or that worship aspect does not raise that head at all. So by prayer we remain low. Do you understand? That, please give me power to remain in the 5 principles. Right? That's it. Otherwise, it may happen that, I am remaining in 5 principles, I am nicely remaining there. That may drop in that. And if it does not drop, then naturally it will remain. And when it is natural, it is very good for you. Then it is not called 5 principle. That pure soul state is a stabilized state. Then you experience that taste all the time. Do you understand? All the time. It appears. And living life goes on normally. Do you understand? Dual functions will be there. But effect will ease out. And it will remain normal. It will be there, definitely, because of the Kali Yuga. Do you follow? But it won't be like as if the Kali Yuga is there that can keep you not below normal or above normal. No. No. Okay?
Yes.
Alright? Anything else? Are you satisfied today? Or no? If anything more you can ask me. Come on. If you want to ask. Still you have time.
I have one more question before you go.
Huh?
I have one more question before you go.
Come on. Loudly.
At the Jai Sachidanand Youth Camp Shibir, you said that charity begins at home and that you cannot make others happy unless you yourself are happy. So when you're talking about happiness, are you talking about the real happiness as in the liberation, or are you talking about relative happiness?
No, I talk about keeping your number one file happy so that by pure soul, naturally, that state is there. Pure soul on its own, it does not require happiness. Its very quality is that blissful quality. Do you understand? It is the file, verily file, that file requires happiness, normality. See? Do you understand? So, by observing those 5 principles, we make our 5 benefit out of that. That becomes charity at home. That becomes self-service. So becomes self-served by ourselves. So that 5 number 1 comes into best service of others, whoever comes into contact with 5 number 1. 5 number 1 will be a pleasant file with the brother, which was not so previously. With the papa and mommy too. And with anybody. Right or not? Always. Unless 5 number itself is not there, how can it be like with the others? You understand? That is how I said charity begins at home. You follow? Unless you are self-served, you cannot serve anybody else other better way. Then you will come into best service to others automatically. Not by activity, by heart. It's good? That's it. Simple. By activity means whatever activity we do as per the cosmic power. It is not, we have no choice in that. Right or not? Simple. Radhe, come on.
Dada,
please enlighten us. Please, please.
This is something on
Dr. Radhe wants to say something about
something on terminology. The word, use of words. Why, whether it's in Akaranya or Ved or scriptures, we say knowledge. But ultimately, nobody except a few places, they talk of wisdom. Now, the way we understand, wisdom is experienced knowledge. But wisdom is experienced knowledge. That means proved, tested, experience. But everywhere we talk knowledge, to know knowledge. My thing is, I've always been saying that why the importance of wisdom, which is intuitive and which is the culmination of all knowledge, why it doesn't get highlighted even in our akramanyas. We never talk of wisdom, we talk only knowledge. Could you shed some light on that, please? Thank you.
That is true. That is true. Dada Bhagwan said that so many number of times, but at different times, in a indicative way, he has told that. Dada Bhagwan's word, where? vernacular and special. For example, pansara. Pansara means same thing. Do you understand? Straight. Straighten out here. Straighten out. You are before one who is absolutely straight and is observable by you everywhere. Observe him and become straight. Very simple. Listen. So, wisdom automatically comes in the relative life. Word wisdom relates to a balanced posture in this relative life and relative mind, speech, body. That is the wisdom. You understand? And it relates to Sthita Prajna state. That is where it is. So here, for us, it is a totally different thing. It is a totally renounced state for everybody. So there is no question of renouncement of any sort. The question is of having got in a state that is a renounced state, that is a liberated state, to stay liberated in the dual function of life and living. You be with that dual function of life and living in such a way as for you to stay liberated. You understand? Because dual related functions of life and living will be always like that. But they also need liberation in the sense that they need to come to normality. They need to come to normality. And very coming to normality is wisdom, nothing more. Simple. Normal word Dada Bhagwan had used has a very great stress and meaning. It is greatly highlighted. Normality. Now, above 98 above is above normal. Below 98 is below normal. 98 is normality. So simple words he explains. So simple words. That is the normality. Normality. Wisdom is an intellectually related concoction. You understand? That is how it is. It is associated with doerships. Without doerships, it cannot be used. Do you follow?
Yes.
That is how here, to that extent, it will be a disposable aspect. It won't be an aspect of our side. No. You understand? It will be on the file side. Do you all understand or not?
I do. But there is a subtle
file side in the sense that we are not rejecting it. No question of rejecting. But it should be understood as and by way of normality. Only thing is this. So, to use the word normality in Vitrag Vignan and to use word wisdom in worldview and world living, to explain that wisdom, that has to be explained with the impact of this holistic comprehension of that word. That is more important so long as mind, speech and body is concerned, along with that divine spirituality that is verily within you existing. Verily, in a God-love state, wonderful. That is how it is. Do you understand? Yes. That can be better than that.
ચાલો એમ ઓફ માય વિશ એમને એવું નથી લખ્યું કે મારું વિલ છે કે વિલ છે, આ તો વાણીમાંથી કર્યું છે. એમાં એક there is a paragraph in that book, the translation of which I am reading now. Presently, the light of pure and holistic science of human life is obscured. Presently, the light of pure and holistic science of human life is obscured. Today, I am the only one fully enlightened person in Vitrag Vijnana. That he says in 1986, I think, most probably. That is the year that, in that which year that book was published, while he was with the physical body, he was here. Today I am the only one fully enlightened person in Vitrag Vijnana. I am ready to answer all relevant questions from anyone in the entire world. I am ready to answer all relevant questions from anyone in the entire world. I am ready to answer and explain to 6 billion people of this world. But one who is in quest of answers has to meet me. But one who is in quest of answers has to meet me. Is he right in saying so? Parvez.
Very much so.
वडील क्या बोलते हैं? Is he right in saying so?
It's true.
What your son says? Is he right in saying so? I don't.
Yes.
I can't listen.
Very much so.
Very much, very much. Speak loudly. No, does not matter. He can speak loudly. Is it right? You, big girls?
Yes.
You? All of you?
Yes.
All of you, sir?
Yes, sir.
That's good enough. So further he says, in fact, I am thinking to assemble one day the interested scientists of the entire world. In fact, I am thinking to assemble one day the interested scientists of the entire world. Then I will reveal the real facts concerning questions such as: number 1, what is this body composed of? Number 2, what is mind? Number 3, how does mind get born? Number 4, what is intelligence? Number 5, what is pure soul? And number 6, how does the world operate? Does this include all the puzzles that a human being of the whole world as a world citizen can face? Puzzles. What is क्या बोलते हैं? सब आ जाता है? बरोबर है? All puzzles. सब उसमें आ जाता है. अगर इतने सॉल्व हो गए तो सब सॉल्व हो जाता है. All right. So this is a comprehensive science, Ramesh bhai. So this is a comprehensive science. You understand? Now don't. So this is a comprehensive science. So, this is a comprehensive science which, if it reaches people, it would be highly beneficial and helpful to them. Right? Then why do you say slowly? Yeah.
Yes.
Enlightened. Young Dada Bhagwan is saying so. If we are able to illuminate the path of those scientists, if we are able to illuminate the path of those scientists. They would convert their knowledge in their lexicons. They would convert their knowledge in their lexicons. Then it would be available to each and every person. Then it will be available to each and every person. It is my idea that this science has to be made available to everyone in this nook and corner of this world. It is my idea that this science has to be made available to everyone in every nook and corner of this world. Possible? Yes. Possible, Ramesh? Okay. Everyone in the world has to feel happiness and peace. Everyone in the world has to feel happiness and peace. With what conviction he speaks? Ramesh bhai? Can we speak like that? Ramesh bhai? Rambhai? Yeah. This is my intention, my idea, and the thirst of my inner force. That is the last sentence. Dada Bhagwan. What shall we call this? Dada Bhagwan's desire? Non-desirous person? Will? Who does not, who is not leaving anything to hierarchy? Can he have will? Yes. Wish? Wonderful. So, what does this indicate? This is a message to one and all of us. Rama, who said mankind? Rambai? No, to Rambai. So, this is aim of Vitrag Vignan International Research Foundation. This has been translated by Dr. P.C. Parikh of the foundation, who is working for the foundation Surat Kamrej Mahide Tirthadam already. He's at work today. And work is going on at full speed there. And Rambai, by the side of you, head of the whole organization is with you, is sitting with you. Ramesh bhai, next to you. And he is guiding us all the time. Right, sir?
Yes, sir.
International Research Foundation of Vitrag Vignan, holistic science. Holistic science. Its brochure is also there and everything. This is how it is. So, give me put this back and give me that plan. The building is ready. It will be put to functional operation by March Akhatri fully. And this is the pictorial, demographical and every way brochure brought out by our Mahatma architect Harish Shah from San Francisco. Harish Shah from San Francisco of Shah Kawasaki Architects. And he has put down the aims of that whole research institute. Research means nothing new is going to be there, but only thing, whatever is there will be dug out and given every way, fresh and fresh every way. Because all of the Mahatmas with their vision, they are going to give this. Rambai sir. Understand? So it is bound to come fresh every time, every way. So Dada Bhagwan is going to come out by his, whatever you can say, this desire for everybody's there, in every human being, in all throughout the world, right? When we say throughout the world, we should not take it so literally as to mean that, like that, but it will spread out like that. When the top God, light, divine light comes through, who are instrumental in letting that light spread under them, and from them, each of them, like such divine figures, it flows to big organization organizationally as well as individually. Right or not, Ramesh bhai? Is all gone and extra. Just like a used tree of the life, so also this tree of understanding, of right understanding, Rambai, will spread everywhere. Can it not spread? Simple. Simple. In this material world, to taste happiness in everybody, which is already there, but it needs to be just opened out, understanding wise, understanding way, scientifically, in a holistic, comprehensive manner. Ramesh, you all right? So get ready now. Are you ready? Okay. So please visit Surat. I request you, all of you, whoever can come in. Dr. Mukesh, you understand? Principal, you too. Environmentalist. So this is foundation, objectives, activities, etc., which are shortly described, and the facilities that are provided in the building, everything for the local, for the whole of the India, and international scientists and those who can come and let it made available to all, everybody. So this is the master plan. You can see this of Mahavidya Tirthadham. And after that, all the functions are given. And this is the actual building of the Gnani International, ground +2. So whole book is there regarding that, and with all the details. You see, with everything. That is how it is. So that is the will. You listened? Huh? Would you be contributory instrument in that? Lively or non-lively?
Actively.
Actively, actively. All of you? Okay? All of you?
भंडारे लीजे वाणी
तीर्थंकरना दिल मंदिरे भंडारे लीजे वाणी
जग कल्याणी पुण्योदय थी निकड़ी